Hey there, YouTube. So today, we're going to talk about the pros of being a security guard. So I have 10 pros, and in the next video, we'll have 10 cons. And by no means is this every pro of being in this industry, but it's just a few that come to mind. So number one, every day is different. Depending on what site you are on, you can have a day where you're, I don't know, chasing down bad guys, literally. And then the next day, you can just be sitting in your vehicle, watching a bunch of expensive equipment, doing nothing for the whole day. That's sort of what my job today is, just watching a bunch of freight trucks. Evidently, they got a ton of expensive equipment in the back, and I'm just here to make sure nobody breaks into it. So yeah, I mean, you could have different sites. You can be at a concert, a fair, quinceañera, checking people's bags at a amusement park, federal courts. So the list goes on. It's a different thing every single day, and you never know what to expect versus just clocking in and sitting in a cubicle and sort of knowing what you're going to do for the next 3 months. So it's got a lot of variety to it. All right, pro number 2. You get to see things that other people don't see. For example, this site that I'm at right now, I have a key and I'm able to go through the whole facility and go in certain rooms that nobody else can go in, to make sure that they're secure. Obviously, if you're at a concert, you could be doing backstage work, watching celebrities get ready or warming up. You could find yourself in a bank vault, seeing huge sums of money getting moved through. I know they have every year at Vegas, they have that CES technology show. So you can imagine if you're security for that event, then you get to see all the technology before anybody else does. I mean, they're going to be putting it out and putting it on display, and you just sort of sit there and watch that all be put out a day or two before anybody else gets to. So that would be a huge pro, just the fact that you're able to see things that other people are not able to see. Number 3, you're able to network. The people you meet in security, it's such a broad range of people. You can meet people from doctors to celebrities to politicians. I mean, everybody needs security at that level. So again, you could just find yourself networking, and you might get a job with one of these people or get some sort of information. Sorry, I gotta wave at one of the guys coming through. You could get some information on how to get a job in that field, or maybe they may hook you up with some sort of tickets to an event. But again, you get to network and meet a lot of people. Number 4, the work schedule. It is, for the most part, pretty flexible. With security, it's a 24-hour a day job. I mean, you don't just secure an area from 9 to 5 and call it a day. A lot of places need 24-hour security. So if you're looking for graveyard, I can assure you there is a graveyard position waiting for you, or day shift or swing shift, you name it. There's always going to be a position that could match your schedule. Versus if you, let's just say you want to work at a pizza joint. Well, nobody's buying pizzas at 3 a.m. So if you wanted to work there at 3 a.m. for some odd reason, there most likely would not be any openings. So again, security, it's a 24-hour a day job, and it could be very flexible with your schedule. Number 5, easy money. Sometimes it is. I would say most of the time it is. It is easy money. It doesn't pay well, and we'll get into that later with the cons, but it is easy money. As you can see right now, I'm just sitting in my vehicle. I'm really comfortable. I got my food, I got my lunch, I got my notepad to take notes. I've got my movies that I'm going to watch lined up. It's just, I'm getting paid to sit here. And sometimes I actually look forward to this part of the day, because it's one of the only parts of the day where I can just sit down and relax and just chill, really. Number 6, there's a sense of respect. I mean, yes and no. as a security guard, people do respect you. A lot of times they may treat you like an officer, and they hold you to a higher position. At other times, people just laugh at you and spit at you. I mean, they call you rent-a-cop or mall cop or you name it. But again, it's all about how you exert yourself. I mean, if I go out there and I just act, gosh, for lack of words, if I act dumb, I'm gonna get that respect back. But if I act professional and hold my ground, people tend to respect me more. I usually get more respect than your average security guard because I'm donning a vest and I've got a camera on, carry a firearm. People tend to hold me to a higher standard. Not that I got into this industry because I wanted to be held to a higher standard, but that is one of the pros. You can be held to a higher standard. It's a respectable job. I mean, you know, you tell somebody you sell drugs for a living, you're going to get a certain feedback. But if you tell somebody, oh, I'm a armed guard or I'm a patrolman or whatever you want to call it, people tend to give you a little bit more respect. Again, not always, but certainly it can be one of the pros. Number 7, there's no skills really involved in being a security guard. I mean, you really don't have to have a skill set to just sit here and watch things. Your main job as an officer is to observe and report. And as long as you can read and write, I think the job is perfect for you. You don't have to be in any sort of physical shape, or it would be ideal, but you really don't. You don't have to be like going to the gym every day and being fit for this job, because they don't expect you to really defend yourself or go out there and catch the bad guys. You know, you leave that up to police officers. So again, your job just to sit here and watch really doesn't require any kind of skill set. You know, my light went off here in the car, so I'm gonna have to turn it on and off again. There, that's a little bit better. Number 8, it's extra money. For some people, this is just a means of extra money. I know that there's cops out there that do security work on the side just to make some extra money. I actually have a full-time job. I run a business, if you don't know. And on top of running a business, I do this during my swing shift hours. So this is extra money for me. But ultimately, if you haven't watched my first video, I'm a security guard because I want to own my own company. Hopefully I will in maybe a year from now or less. But I have to get 2,000 hours done as a security guard in order to get my PPO license to start my own company. But yeah, for now, this is just earning extra money. I'm going to set this aside, this money, and buy the equipment I need for my security company. When I do start it, it will be called DEFCON 3 Security if you guys are interested. So yeah, if you just want to make a few bucks on the side, it's a great way to do it. You're not going to overexert yourself and go home tired at the end of the day. It's a chill job, and it's easy. Number 9, gosh, this is a huge one. Time for yourself. As a security guard, you will have so much time for yourself. I mean, I literally come here. I usually just exhale. I look around and I'm like, okay, well, let me start my day. So like I said, I brought my lunch here. I packed it up, all my snacks, everything I need to make it through the next 7 hours. Incidentally, that's my shift today, 7 hours. I'm gonna have time to sit here and think. Sometimes I don't want to watch any movies or listen to music. I'll just sit here and I'll just cross my arms and just kind of look out into the distance and just think about, okay, let me reflect on how this day went. What do I need to do next? What am I going to do tomorrow? So you have time to just think and be within yourself. You know, like today I was so busy at the house. I was taking care of my dog. I was listing things on eBay. I was buying all these antiques, posting on pictures. I was just running around all day long. I really didn't have any time to just stop and check my emails and just relax. Well, right now, this is going to be the perfect time for me to catch up, text message my friends, call my friends up, let them know how I'm doing, check my Facebook, things like that. So again, it's a great job to just have time for yourself and be able to decompress. And number 10, you know, security, you're doing good things for society. I mean, it's a job where you actually contribute. I know I would not want to work for some crazy company like Monsanto and putting out pesticides or selling arms to foreign countries. Those jobs, certainly you could make a lot of money, but you don't sleep well at night because at the end of the day, you haven't really contributed anything to society. You know, as a security guard today, I mean, I can't really say I'm contributing much. I'm just watching a bunch of equipment, but there are days when I go out there and I see somebody doing something bad or getting ready to break into a car, or people need directions or help, or they want me to help them carry something, and I'll do all this stuff. This is, you know, you're basically contributing to society. So at the end of the day, you're doing something good for your community. So, gosh, I don't know what else to say. So there you go, guys. 10 pros about the security industry. I'm sure I've missed a few, but again, for the most part, it's a great job. I really do enjoy this. I'm going to be sad one day when I am not doing this job anymore and I have people do it for me. But in the interim, I actually, there are days where I can't wait to go to work. There's days where I don't want to go to work. But you know, today is actually one of those days. I really couldn't wait to go to work. I want to watch a couple of movies that I downloaded, and can't wait to eat my dinner and just sit here and enjoy and take it all in. So, all right. Well, you know how it works. Subscribe, comment if you care to. Other than that, if you guys are out there doing security, please be safe. If you're considering it, it is certainly a great job. I'll let you know right off the bat that the pros definitely outweigh the cons. So if you're looking to get into this industry, please do it. Don't hesitate. I mean, if you don't like it, you're not really losing too much. So I'll try to come out with a cons video tomorrow. And all right, thank you guys. Take care.